We are having peanuts because it's Valentine season.
Can you
If you catch my drift.
introducing yourself? Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Social Circle. As you can see, today we are taking it a bit easy. We're not doing too much. We're trying to just relax into the Valentine's groove. This is a Valentine's special, but you might not hear anything about love. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I think I'm going to be Max for this episode. Yeah, Max and I'm a clown.
Oof, no shit. Oh, right. My name is Karanja.
That's right.
Yeah.
More?
Do you want me to bring in my age? Or
I think
my bank account balance? Or
your zip code, etc.
yeah, like my security code.
Chill.
What? That's Karanja. I said I'm just Karanja.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kevin. Just that. Kevin.
Kevin, just like your
Just
mother's
like-
really creative though.
Yeah, just like Kevin.
Carry on.
Hi guys, my name is Mokami.
I'm Okwemba, Stephen. Pleasure.
Hi, I am Cecilia. Those other names are not necessary. Today we're talking about pretty much anything and everything that comes up about Valentine's. We want to understand what's the hype about. Is the hype necessary? What is love to most people, and what do people consider a show of love? What do you consider a show of love?
I believe love is a show of care. When you're able to express care to someone and consideration, whichever form it's going to take, whether you're going to be patient, whether you're going to be understanding, all of it represents care to me. That I care for you as a human being, and that to me is the ultimate expression of love.
So are you taking someone out on Valentine's?
Bruh, those two questions, are they related?
Yes, because most people think that taking someone out on a very exclusive date on Valentine's is showing love.
Oh yeah, but it helps that, wow. Yeah, I have a girlfriend, yeah.
Thousands of hearts have just been shattered right now. Yes, he has a
Yes,
girlfriend.
he has
For
I'm sorry.
those who didn't hear that, he has a girlfriend.
Repeat.
Karanja Brian. Show your face. Show your face.
Yeah, so I guess, no, I think Valentine's is
Coming.
Where is
and
your girlfriend?
I think as someone's boyfriend, as a boyfriend to someone I love, it would be nice if we got to participate in that social culturing event.
Kevin, how do you show love? What do you think you should show love?
Wow, she's watching, or rather they are watching.
Oh!
I'm just kidding.
Are you?
She's watching. So how do I show love? Wow, nice question.
She'll verify this in the comment section, of course.
But I feel like that question depends on like that person's love language to begin with.
Okay.
Because I might do something, but you just normal or just because it depends on your love language. Because if your love language is all about, let's say, affirmation, and you're not all about affirmations, and I do that to you, you maybe want maybe.
Bruh, don't you have, why you
Something.
looking? You have a girlfriend. Just look
What's
at
your
her.
love language?
What's my love language to begin with? I feel like wow.
Do you feel comfortable sharing that with the world?
Yes, I'm so comfortable.
Okay.
Like my love language is quality time. Yes, and I feel like my partner's love language is also quality time. So like I feel like
Partner, so we call
quality time, and just the mere fact that having you, my partner, as like a best friend, and always
I always thought I was your best friend.
you know my best friend turns out.
Okay.
For this video.
Oh, cow.
So, Basi, now he's brought in a very important point, yeah? That knowing your partner's love language. Do you think?
What's
So, Basi, where was Basi useme hapo? How do you show love, if at all?
By leaving them alone.
You leave them alone
Up top, my guy.
They give you space.
for the duration of the relationship.
That's my love language. Leave me alone.
I'ma love you.
Wait, so that is
My
your
love language is memes.
Memes.
Yeah.
Memes, I don't think memes is in the list of the 5 love languages, but I guess you're free to define
In the
a love
contemporary.
language.
Contemporary.
In the contemporary.
So if someone sends you memes, that is they're showing you love.
Yeah,
Regardless of
that
what they really say.
like I saw this meme and I thought of you.
Ooh, it's cute, it is.
So if just a random guy got your number and sent you a link,
Yeah,
Right now.
I'm like, guy, I don't know how you got my number, but
I relate to this.
positive affection. Positive affection.
So you don't say love.
What?
Say love.
Say what?
Love.
Live. What's that?
What? Okay, so but
Affection.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, still. But do you think your partner's love language, knowing them, is very important?
Not really. I feel like you just need to be authentic. Just be authentic enough with yourself, and what truly is yours
Yeah.
will gravitate towards you.
What? Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is very. I don't understand it.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
What I mean?
What
No. What I mean is,
are you talking about?
for me, when it comes to love, it's all about compromise. You know,
What's that?
you learn someone after you
This is
learn,
nice.
after you see, you know, your friends. You guys are friends.
What's
definitely.
compra?
Compromise.
What's that?
Compromise.
Compromise. This is
What?
Compromise.
allowing someone to just happen for who they are.
Ah,
Yeah.
Lordy, Lord.
So now, that's what I mean by once someone being a friend to you learns who you are, and then they are comfortable with it. They come into your space and they allow for things to happen. So for me, that's what love amounts to.
So
Okay, you
you
heard?
can only date your friends.
It's a starter.
Yeah.
Me, I'm. Sorry, you have something to say? I think she hasn't spoken
No,
this whole
I'm just
time.
saying, why would you not date your friend? Like, why would you
Hey, why not?
today and start dating?
It's a
Start dating them tomorrow.
one night stands.
Because me, I would date my friend. So I want
Definitely.
someone I know properly.
But see, these days people just meet and then you start dating.
No, that's Nairobi.
That's just Nairobi.
Now outside Nairobi, we're talking about like generally, globally.
Yeah.
When it comes to the concept of love, what are we talking about? We're talking about people understanding each other.
We're talking far beyond
One
the
night stands.
promiscuous confines of Nairobi.
Ah. But see, other cities have promiscuity too.
But none.
no,
Not
personally,
a city has shown its face like Nairobi.
Ah.
personally, I'm from.
From Baghdad.
Hi everyone from Baghdad. And there is no promiscuity.
Yeah.
No, there
Also in
isn't.
Mumbai. I have a friend in Mumbai.
And there's no promiscuity
I
there.
don't like Kirinyaga.
I don't know, I guess it makes sense. Well, but do I want to put this out there?
Please,
No, I
kindly
want
share.
to.
No, just share with us. We want to hear
You
this.
know,
A safe space.
I
It's a safe
think,
space.
so here's my thing. And don't judge me.
Speak your mind.
Don't judge
Don't
me.
Speak your mind.
Don't judge me.
Kindly.
Heaven is not hiring magistrates, so we can't do that.
I was saying, I don't think I have, to be honest, I don't think anyone I've dated started off as my friend. I don't know, I have a strict policy of not dating my friends.
Is that
That's
attraction?
where you
Is that
go wrong.
attraction or dating?
That's where you go.
Dating! Like, I have a very
Valentines
strict
discovered.
policy of not
Who is
dating
your
my
friend?
friends.
Can I
Why?
just ask why?
Why?
Wait, no, let me just answer before you get to the why. So how do you go about your dating? Like you meet a stranger like, hi, I'm Cecilia, your name, we're dating.
No, it's not like same day.
Mm-hmm.
Later.
It's same week, still just as bad.
Same week.
It's same
Cool.
week, just as
No,
bad.
that's Nairobi.
Same.
Hey, people are fast.
Wow.
Very fast.
Same week is mad.
Same with you.
Shameless.
In my opinion.
You're quick, yeah?
Same week.
No, it's because,
because?
maybe I don't approach love the same way other people do. I personally think love is subjective. See, you described love as showing patience and all and care.
And
You
indeed-
described as compromise.
And is compromise not a form of care? I believe love has the same undertone.
Okay.
No, like I believe, like for myself, I'd describe it as care. For you, you'd say compromise. But when you weigh these things pound for pound, you'll realize they more or less speak to the same issue. You are caring for this other person. You're like, I'm genuinely considering you above myself, and I'll compromise. Like I have my own needs, but since that's what you want, then
Let it be.
let it be because I love you. And then I'd say that to me is care, but you'd call it compromise. but we're just using we're using different words to describe the same thing.
Does it get exhausting?
No. Okay, it does.
It does. Yes, thank you very much.
It does. But now it's a choice that you have to make constantly, and that's where the defining is.
So you get tired of doing that thing that you do?
You know, love is an action. Imekupata kwa macho.
In as much as it is exhausting, you keep reinventing it. Like there are those things that you guys understand together.
Yeah.
So you be innovative in your ways since you want this. You value this person, you want them in your life.
Have you tried a new method?
A new method of
Love.
Yes.
By leaving them alone.
No. Yeah, that's right.
that's your you love them from a distance.
But like Sisi, you said you that you compromise. No.
So have
you tried something else apart from just compromising?
Should drink a shot
A new
for
way
everyone,
of
Michelle can
showing up?
Oh, you guys are going to do that?
So you need to drink a shot for every word that you cannot say out loud.
Michelle is going to be like, go.
Shots.
Oh.
Shots.
I only want to say my name is sorry.
Have I tried a new method to show of expressing my love?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. You know,
By not.
by not compromising.
Yes.
Definitely. There's been so much. There's been being there for them in ways that.
But that's still
compromise.
your time.
My time.
Ngoja, me once I have a problem. How many people
You have a
can you love? Apart from that, how many people can you genuinely say you love? Because not some people are lucky.
We're talking about affectionate love.
Yes, I'm saying this because there's some people that are lucky to meet one person and they get married and it's forever into the
And then they get
sunset.
bored.
Not
Right, you can't
Now
love
what
one person,
to-
innit?
Not Kenyan.
You can't love one person.
You can't love. Right, what do you mean you can't love one? You can't love one person.
That makes no sense.
Bro,
high school
You just
students.
spread your.
Ngoja kwanza, let's hear from this corner. Like, do you guys think you can love one person in an entire lifetime? Like, just be one of those people, I met this person when I was 18 and we fell in love and blah blah blah.
Personally, I think you do. Like, I'd say I'm a hopeless romantic, and having watched a series such as yes, you seem shocked. But yes.
So yeah, we both are.
Having watched something like, let's say, How I Met Your Mother, we saw the way Lily and Marshall were like in love since you're a friends.
Watched it.
Anyway,
Me too.
I feel like it's very possible. By the way, you can meet one person and till
them forever.
the rest of your life, till
But
the end of your days. Yeah, it's very possible.
But the story is they never hit it off until the other person died. So it took death for them to get together.
Lillian Marshall.
Sorry, one person had to die so that they could get together.
Yeah.
I'm
But
saying
if one
Lily
person-
and Marshall, not Ted
Who's
and.
Lily?
In short,
I don't remember names, but all I know is that How I Met Your Mother, the real mother.
I'm not talking about the real mother. I'm talking about the best friend to Ted and the girlfriend. You get?
The ones who met in campus.
Okay,
So in short,
let's
it's
go back to
those
this
two.
answer.
They're
Yeah.
boring though.
Let's go back to this is not
But
a
they were
review
happy.
of How I Met Your Mother.
But what I'm just trying to say is that it's very possible for you to meet that one person you just click with from the beginning, and till the 90th minute when the Lord says, "Take it,
Kumbaya.
It's
kumbaya, kumbaya."
Come by here.
So I'm pro that.
Okay.
You're pro one person.
Yes, it's very possible.
It's a very possible.
I'm very, very happy with it. Yeah. So let's.
Well, Kami, what do you think? Yes.
I think it's possible.
To just love one person
Yeah.
forever and ever and ever. And
I don't know. For me, because I think it depends with who you are. Depends on who you are. Because if I'm not saying you don't have standards, but I'm saying like for me, that's not what I'm actually.
Don't have
It's a standard.
No, but for me, before I date someone, like I usually have a few things that I have to see before. Yeah. It's not really at your physical list. It's so I met this one and her, tick. No, but there are a few things that will attract me to someone. So
you have a master's degree in nuclear science.
No, but you see that brings up a very interesting point, yeah? People say that ladies from as young as like 11 or something, create a checklist for the kind of man they want to end up with once they're done, yeah? Once they are grown. Do you guys have that thing? Like you have a checklist for the
before we answer
particular-
that question,
Yes.
I think we ought to go around and for everyone to finish answering
The
that
particular
you
question?
asked. Yeah.
It was just with these two guys.
Riri.
This corner was
But
silent.
it was
Oh, you want me
a
to talk about
yes,
that? Whether
do you think you can love one person?
Kumbe is part of the corner. Wow.
I go back to reinventing and innovation. I feel like love ends.
Love ends.
Yeah, it gets to a point where you don't see that someone the same way that you used to, but you need something else to kind of remind you of why you're doing what you guys are doing. And I'm going to settlement. You know, once you choose someone, it's more than just love. It's more of life. But now in the decision making, you keep in mind that you're doing it from a point of love. So it starts with self before it goes outside.
You have to love yourself before you love somebody
Exactly.
else.
So once you constantly love yourself,
Uh-huh.
you will keep on loving someone else in ways that they don't even imagine, because you're seeing them
Uh-huh.
from your own dimension,
Okay.
and they haven't seen themselves that way probably, but you keep reminding them who they are to you in your life.
But again,
Hopeless
I will go back to
romantics.
asking- I will go back to asking.
That's a really
It's very
dope
deep.
take.
It's nice.
I love it.
Should we click for him?
I love it.
Easy, like Lota.
Let's feel like a doing parliament.
Easy.
My understanding of what you've said is you meet this person and people change, right?
People change.
That's the nature of human beings.
Mm.
But whether you change for the good or the bad, if you've committed
You
to
choose to
loving
stay there.
someone,
Stay there.
you remind them of
Constantly.
this awesome person that they are. You continually bring to light, or rather shed some light on the awesome part of their existence. It doesn't mean that you're negating the bad, because as human beings, there's the yin and the yang, right? But
You need
there's-
some evil.
bro,
to
there's
be good to manifest.
there's literally something known as the Pygmalion effect, where it states that it is your duty as a friend or someone, if you're just loving someone, then it's your duty as a person to constantly bring these things, treat them how, with regard to who they could be,
With regard to-
not who they are at the time.
Wait, I have an interjection. If you love someone for who they could be, does it not get to a point where it starts looking like you have expectations
True.
on them, so it becomes too exhausting for them to try and live up to this
I
person?
absolutely understand that, but
It's very exhausting.
I see your point in that, but you have to remember, as human beings, you relate with each other on one level, primarily. Iron sharpening iron. What was it?
Something. Oh, I was asking you if it's too much to project your expectations on this other person that you love.
I understand how that could be problematic, in the sense that you're expecting someone to be maybe what they could not be. But what if in the event, by projecting the same, then you lead them to some form of elevation? You see, that's my point. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, you could choose to love someone for who they could be, but then maybe that's who they'll never be. But what of the other side, where that caters for, if you love someone for who they could be, then you bring you show it to them? Because I believe primarily as human beings, if I'm to relate with you closely, then it's my duty as a friend, as a brother, as a husband and all that, as a lover,
Yeah.
for me to constantly show you that, hey, where we are, this is not everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not everything, like,
There's
there's more,
potential for
like,
more.
we have potential to be here. And that, I'm not saying that who you are, I won't love you then. In fact, in trying to show you who you could be, I'd say I'm loving who you are now.
Yeah. You show the potential of what could become.
What could become.
What you become.
Yeah, let's not get comfortable in this space where this is everything, this is all I have to offer.
Yeah.
I think growth is a particularly intricate aspect of human interpersonal relationships.
I think I'm very excited to hear that this is what you guys think, that you're this level-headed. But I don't know, I guess I could also say that human beings are intrinsically rebellious. That if you show me that this is what you expect from me, I have this innate need to go against the grain that I think every human being has, regardless of what it is you're going against. Don't you think that person will feel like you don't love them for them? And also think, what you said is right. But then the problem comes in how are you doing this? How are you loving them to show them that they could be better?
How, in my opinion, as I said, is I have a girlfriend, right? You love them for who they are, right? And you constantly bring it to light, you know, like, you're XYZ, and I love you for that. But then, we, as I said, we are yin and yang, you know, and to me, the yin, you'll hear that a lot, you know, like people will tell you, you won't hear it from me alone as your boyfriend, you know, like, you're XYZ. Someone will definitely bring it to light as well, but the primary goal of that close of a relationship, in my opinion, is to ensure that all these aspects that we struggle with as human beings, first of all, we get better at it. You know, like, if you're struggling with something, then I'm there. You know, I'm totally honest with you. Like, I'll see you, like, I won't cheer you to death. You know, I won't be like, this, whatever, amazing. You know, nah.
You're doing good.
Nah, if you push your, you know, because that's the thing. If you have a problem, or if there's something that you could get better at, then it is my duty to come to you and tell you, you have the tendency to do this, but do you think then it would be better if you did this, because what you're doing is, I don't think it's working out for you, like, you know, I think it's detrimental to your well-being. So so to that end.
After what just wanted to kind of extrapolate what he's saying. Once you've seen someone for who they are, you can easily identify and provide alternatives in ways that they can embrace, because you know them better than most. So that's the whole thing. Not that what they're doing is bad, but more or less you know ways that they can go about things and it can work, because they have opened up to you in ways that they haven't opened up to others in the world.
Facts.
Okay. I have a follow-up question, but let's hear Michelle's answer first. Do you think we can love? Are we here? Are you here?
What?
From a distance.
Do you think you can love more than one person?
At the same time.
Well, in a lifetime.
In one.
In a lifetime. Do you think that high school sweethearts exist, then they love each other in the same intensity, or a renewed, like Steve said, renewed sense of intensity when they grow up? Ama una date mtu 18, 22, you're with somebody else, you can genuinely love them.
Okay, I'm tempted not to talk about what happens in reality.
No,
because
give us some reality.
Ideally, people will think that you're supposed to love someone to till death do us part. But situation kwa
G.
exactly, it's different because you will utajitolea upende mtu, and then, you know, change is very inevitable. Mtachoka na each other, maybe personally utachoka na huyo mtu, and they'll start, and then you guys grow apart. You guys want to pursue different things. Uju mtu nilipenda high school.
As long as umeisema.
Nani? Au sijasema nini?
Huyo mtu.
Mimi nilipenda mamangu, ninakupenda. Kile kupenda na kupenda, but the person you were involved with when you were in high school is not going to be the same person you're going to be involved with in campus. Tuseme mpendane, let me just use the word. Mpendane campus. Nakwambia mkitoka campus, you will be pursuing different things, and mutachana. Mtachana.
Guy, mtachana tu.
Sawa. The truth be told, mtachana. Acha mseme, let's do it because of love. It won't last.
Okay.
Unless you find something else aside from love. I said the word. Yeah, aside from love.
Purpose.
Right.
Purpose.
Yeah, you find something else. Don't just say it, we're here because we love each other. That's nonsense.
So love fades.
It does.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Okay.
It's
That's what I
supposed
say.
to.
That's why you keep on reinventing.
Unless
You
you're
want
God
the choice.
and His Son, or God and your creation. I don't remember creating anyone. Yeah.
True.
So you can't say you love someone. No, it will fade. Unless there's something else to hold it to it, to anchor it.
So what you guys are saying is that love is a choice.
It is.
Yes.
So I will throw something else into the spanner since we're talking about choice and all.
Yeah.
You know how they say that, and this is probably going to be controversial.
Sure, shoot.
You know how they say that inner beauty is better than what you see outside. Yeah? That you should not judge a person by how they look. Is that a real thing? Like, is it honest to really think that we are not visual human beings? That what attracts you at face value is what will lead you to choose this person to be with? Kev.
Personally, I feel like if you and I can like hold, we're like from the same house of thought, school of thought, like we can sit down and like hold a conversation. I don't care how you look. You don't care how you look. Like as long as we can sit down and like we can have a conversation that is fruitful and make each other laugh.
No, but before that conversation, Kevin, you saw her, you approached her. Why did you choose to approach her?
Attraction.
Thank you. Attraction. Were you attracted? Because people
Probably
I
was attracted to the way you speak.
No, but before they speak, think about, say you're in a room full of people, right? It's the first time you're getting into that room, and you haven't seen, even you don't know all of them. Some of them are your friends. But there's this girl, sit at a corner somewhere, not saying anything. What will pull you towards talking to her? You haven't heard her speaking. You can't say it's the way she carries herself in a conversation.
So now, since you say she's not spoken, let's say we are all like in a silent room. Of course, I'll go for the prettiest. I'll go for the pretty one. You get?
Thank you.
But there's always a but. But that's that day I'll say but.
Fourth.
But personally for me, it's the way you speak. Yeah, like if I talk to you and I say like hi, if someone I can hold a conversation with for quite a long time, even eternity, then I'd be like drawn to speaking to you and like hi, we can take this
A notch higher.
a notch
Next
higher.
level.
A notch higher. You get? But if you just what they say, allow me to be controversial, but
Please.
beauty without brains, like you just pretty and what else are you offering? What else are you bringing to the table? That now I personally I can't take like what else are you bringing to the table? Are you somebody who can sit down and talk about like the second Lancaster House conference?
Ah man, nigga.
Then now that I will take. You get?
Yeah.
You get like it's
That's informed.
yeah, like don't just be just there. Don't just be an image. I also need like the video, the audio, and the what is you get like the school of thought.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah.
I feel like beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and what they perceive as love might not necessarily be physical attributes. More often than not, people look beyond how people carry themselves.
More often than not.
Yeah. People
I-
relate to things. People relate to attributes. Is it how you talk about things? Is it what you say in your speech? Is it how you conduct yourself with regard to certain activities? You know. So love is pretty much not just about the physical attributes. What might draw someone to you, I feel for me personally, it's always those intrinsic values.
Y'all not being honest.
I'm being honest.
Y'all not being honest.
I'm being honest here.
No.
It's not always that the prettiest chick around carries the day. Nah.
You sure?
Nah, yeah.
No, wait. Michelle, we have something to say.
Much. I can make pencil.
Oh, umesikia kitu imekurub off the wrong way.
No, it's not a rap. It's just funny how maybe it's because of the lenses and the camera and you're trying to be politically correct because someone else is going to watch this, but
Speak your truth.
Nani, if you see someone pretty, you're going to approach that pretty person first.
We're talking about love. We're talking
And let
about
me tell
love.
you, don't do that. Don't do
We're
that.
talking about love here.
I beg to
Like
intervene,
falling
like-
for someone.
Love is just not something, one thing. It has a lot of things.
It has a lot.
You can't just say love is a word. So it includes how you. Before I continue, just say what you will say.
No one wants a trophy. You get?
No
Like
one wants
by trophy, I mean that I don't want a girl personally who like I'd be going out with just like, for example, I bring her to such a congregation. Then she just stay there. She's pretty, yes, that's a trophy. But I want more than that. Somebody that at the end of this conversation will be like, at the end of that meeting you'll be like, oh, she's so nice, oh blah 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 blah. Not just being there, just glowing just because she's pretty. But other than that, she didn't bring anything. Like, there's nothing else.
Are we talking about partnership and pairing up, or are we just talking about the concept of love? No, you can love someone for who they are, even if they don't bring so much to the table.
Let me interject. I think I need to restate the question.
Sure.
Forget love. Yeah? Let's forget love for 5 seconds. Before you get to love, yeah? You've met someone at their meeting point. I think that's what Michelle was trying to emphasize on. If you're in a room with ladies that are ideally considered to be pretty, you will go to them first before you go to the other ones that are considered not so pretty.
Facts.
True?
Facts.
So you agree that that is something that actually happens?
Yeah.
So you will only
Forgetting
consider
love.
this other girl.
Forgetting love.
You'll only consider this other girl because this other one did not provide what you wanted. I know you have something to say. Please say it. You look like you have something to say.
I was just chilling.
You were just chilling. Nimeona ka reaction side.
Your diaphragm was just going up.
Your birthday.
Yeah?
I do think it's necessary for you to be sexually attracted to someone
Okay.
in order for you to get into a relationship with them.
So like around you're in a room and you've just joined a room full of people you don't know and already you're somebody you're sexually attracted to.
You see
No, I
now,
think it's visual.
that speaks to the relative nature of that. In that, that,
We're shaking.
like in the case,
Yeah?
if I were to walk, if the three of us were to walk, the three gentlemen in this panel were to walk into one room, right? Yeah. I think we would not all be attracted to the same person. That's my personal opinion.
Okay.
Of course, we have
Think so?
kuna standards of beauty that society have
Yes.
set.
Uh-huh.
Now everyone is attracted to that. It
Uh-huh.
does not differentiate me from the two of them.
Mhm.
But I think we are all attracted to people differently. You know, so I'll walk up to a shori and Kevin will be like, hey Buddha, unajua wakadinali wanasemanga Dosh aliroll na manzi na ni chura. Unajua, lakini Dosh yani chura kusema yani hiyo manzi anakaa vile anataka.
We'll have the transition down here.
Yeah. Yani hiyo manzi anakaa tu vile anataka. But Dosh ukimuuliza, Dosh alikuwa amedate. Yeah, aliona yenyewe udem, this is it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think for you to get in, at least this is just my opinion now, for you to get into a relationship with someone, then you have to see that in them. You have to see that in them at least.
Okay.
You, not society, like you are,
Sure.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think it works both ways, you know. Sometimes maybe the person you love is indeed the standard of beauty and you'll get a lot of flack for it, but you love them past, you know, their general veneer of beauty, right?
Okay.
And it's okay. And then sometimes you'll be with a shori and you guys will be like, yeah, she has a kind heart, right?
Akona shanfiti.
Hiyo silowei kuna venye.
Hiyo silowei.
Kuna venye. Na understand. Unaona. And even that is okay.
Yeah.
We love who we love. You choose to pair with
You're attracted to who you're attracted to.
You're attracted to whoever you're attracted to. And that's
no,
the
I
case.
should
You have
give
to.
you
Yeah, so
sleep for it.
if in a room 50 men are attracted to the same babe, then that's what it is. And you the 50, you know, like you are the 51st person, the man them, but you're attracted to the other babe. It's also okay.
It's very right.
You're attracted to the second person. It's also okay. That's your cup of joe, innit? That's your cup of joe.
Okay, what do you think?
Now, in relation to guys
Are you
being
welcome?
attracted to.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking. In relation to guys being attracted to girls, or now in terms of
No,
girls.
does she look at the face first?
Oh,
Because
for the
attraction
girls.
works both ways
Both ways.
anyway. Yeah.
Easy.
Do you look at the face first, or do you wait to hear his intonations?
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be
Let's
honest.
be
The people
honest.
who, like, let's just be honest.
Mhm.
Despite
Thank you.
this,
Mm-hmm.
the camera being on, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people who are attractive. Like the guys who look good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a conversation with them and you realize, okay, it's okay.
What's happening?
Mm,
Yeah.
we can just go our separate ways.
Mhm.
Even before we get to the next step at dating, even friendship, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the people who look good, let's just be honest. The guys were just hot. The guys were just attractive.
Yeah.
Alafu, when you start discussing financial matters, zero.
Mm-hmm.
You realize this person isn't visionary. You don't want.
Na hana kia raping.
Bye.
You don't know there are people who want.
Bad.
And a 5 million returns annually.
Deal up.
Bye.
This person is evasive every other time when you're discussing a particular topic.
Yeah.
So, as I've said,
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest. The people who look good, even they've agreed, the chicks who look good.
Yeah.
But then you realize that this is not what you want from.
Bongolala.
But
Bombo clat.
From someone.
since we're being honest, yeah. Since we're all really being honest, if two guys were to approach you, one of them is, like you said, he looks good. There's nothing wrong with looking good, and as he said, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. If one of them looks good and the other one is just not so, to be honest, if either of them was to approach you and not really say anything, just visual based, you'll be more attracted to the good looking one, right?
Of course.
But depends on the intentions.
Their intentions,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
intentions or
Yeah.
their intentions?
Their
My
intention.
intentions.
Your intentions, right?
So
Oh, my intentions. If I found like two guys, one is attractive and one is not so attractive, but wakifungua mdomo, content be different.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know, you can. I'm not saying that I would fornicate with the good-looking one and then probably talk to the other person, but
Yeah. That's just what's gonna happen.
There's a high chance.
That's what's gonna happen.
that's not me. That's not what I would do.
But statistics.
But statistics say that there's a high probability that a lady would choose to maybe fornicate with this one and then
And that's
maintain
I think
friendship with that.
I think that's also okay, innit? But I think it's okay. I think it's okay to want to sleep with someone because they're attractive.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
it.
way it ends.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's also okay. But I have a problem with when you're intentionally being unkind to someone because you imagine because they're not attractive to you. Like in that case scenario, two gentlemen, one you think is attractive and the other is not, and then you go ahead and be
Very mean.
unkind and mean and all that to this other and snacky to this other person, you know, simply because then you are the problem. My good sis, you are the problem. My good gentleman, you are the problem.
That is true. That's true. And you talked about not caring about what the society thinks. Do you think that it's genuinely, honestly possible to not be influenced by what the people around you think about the person you're dating?
I don't think it is possible. I think people around you they command a lot of influence. You know, so your friends will be like, hey,
And yeah.
you saw the booty. you guys, you
saw
know,
the booty.
and then suddenly you start thinking, hey,
I shouldn't.
maybe I should
probably-
get a babe with a booty. Because that is what my friends value in a certain sense, right?
Yeah.
And that is one aspect. The second aspect is for you not to consider that, then it takes for a lot of growth. It takes for a lot of self-awareness. You know, like that does not just come to you naturally.
But
Yeah.
you will still find yourself defending them, like, you guys.
Yeah, even you constantly have
Just
to
look at the
defend.
photo, like this is not his best photo.
Yeah.
Just look at him. Like, this guy is really nice.
Front office economy.
Yeah, like he's really funny though.
Yeah.
He's really funny,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's really funny. Like, just forget. Hata yeye alipiga kama light ingekuwa mzuri.
Okay, I say that.
But
I don't know whether I'm deviating from the topic, but I also know that one thing is that if your friends, especially your close friends, tell you that, oh, like they call you to a meeting aside and they're like, oh, this person.
No.
There's something off.
There's something off that person. Like, I feel like you should always, like, not always, but at times, listen to them. Probably you just like
What if it
blinded.
Love is blind.
What
For
if it has
example-
something to do with their looks?
But no, I tell you, look,
Oh,
looks
no,
really
no,
anything.
no.
First of all, there's no friend who's calling you aside to tell you that don't let a chura.
And this one is a below 5.
Your friend,
Nah,
as a guy, your friend.
Nah, they will
I don't
never.
think that's a true friend.
They'll never.
I don't think it is.
So they'll just
Love
It's
yours.
not-
Love yours, man.
Bro,
Okay.
in my friend group, that's not what we do.
Oh,
DJ possible.
okay.
You love who you love and we accept them.
Sawa. Go
In my
there.
friend group,
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
swearing by that.
Let's
So
try
yes.
to finish it.
So like they call you to a side and they're like, hey, this mama you brought to the group, like question
Really?
marks. Question was, of course, it might not hit you then at the upper core ground at hey, by the way, no, but
Later on.
later
So
on,
glad you brought this up.
I'm so glad I went and slept upon and after doing some inferences and conclusions,
I have decided.
you guys were right. You get, like that's one thing Brother Emmanuel once told me back in the days that if your close friends don't accept the person you're with right now, your close friends,
Yeah.
especially
Chances are.
kuna shida mahali.
Yeah.
Just look into it. It looks like na shida mahali.
Okay.
So like
Makes sense.
and as Karanja said, it's not about looks. We're not talking about looks here.
Yeah.
We're about the character.
Character, personality.
Because you might be blinded by love, by the WAP. You get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
Oh, what else? Oh. Umepata bado?
Food for thought.
Umepata bado?
Monday second floor.
I think you guys bring out really, really nice points, yeah? Now, I think I will go a level further. You're in love with this person, right? And we don't all come from the same social class. There's this, I don't want to call it a stereotype. I know in our previous video we said that women loving material things is a stereotype. But there's this new notion of a woman will not get with you unless you're bringing this and that on the table. Yeah? Is it a stereotype or is it a true thing that actually happens or has happened to you? And how do we approach that? Is it bad for women to want the standards that they are used to? Is it bad?
Not really. It's in the sense that if you're not putting effort, like if I see you, let's say you're just, you're poor, but only, let me just use poor. Let's say you don't have,
Yani mburu amesora.
Mburu amesora.
Mburu amesora.
Fukara. But you're not doing anything to like help elevate your situation.
Yeah.
Just there.
Exactly.
You get? Now that's where the problem comes in. But if you're just poor, but then you're putting effort, unajaribu. But then now that you get.
But will we eat effort?
My Z, let
Will
me
I
tell
eat
you.
potential?
Ah.
Will I eat effort?
You see
But
the thing
why
is,
are we just giving the instance here, Shelly, for?
I
No,
want you to put
because
Yeah,
I would like to understand why, because very many ladies are being attacked these days for having a particular standard of man that they want.
Inajua pia inadepend when you talk your background. If I was brought up in a comfortable background, like I had everything I wanted, and then I find this guy that I apparently have positive affection towards, and now you have to do the thing that he does for positive affection. Let me say the word.
Compromise.
Yeah, you compromise because of positive affection. Okay, it won't make sense to a lot of people, but that's your thing. If it's making you happy, do it. Do it.
So there's no problem if having money is a precondition precedent to me choosing to be with you.
I mean,
Is that a problem?
Bottom line is relationships are expensive.
Oh,
Quite
okay.
Very expensive. So it doesn't matter. Nani, you still have to. So just stay single.
you know, I think.
What? How did you
Love
get
from a
there?
distance.
How did you get
And
there?
I'm just saying, like, as long as the person makes you happy, that's all that matters.
Happiness.
Yeah, that's what I was
Love
gonna
equals,
say.
equals happiness.
I think
So you people are
Bruh,
very
it's
ideal
happiness.
no,
today.
I'm saying
Yeah?
I think it's mostly dependent on your value system. If in your value system money ranks highly, then that's your value system. Who am I to come and say, I don't agree with your value? I mean, I may not, but that's it. I just don't.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, but then at the same time, where there are ladies who will value money and gentlemen who will value money in ladies as well, then there's the other breed that does not, and that's because that's not their value system. And it's not that they are better and the others are the worst, you know, but it's all dependent on your value system, and I can't give you flack for that. If you are with a shorty and she doesn't value money, then because money is indeed it has a stronghold on society, then lucky you. You know. But if you're with a babe and she values money and you have money, lucky you. If you don't, then you just, this lottery thing is not working for you. You know, and that's also okay because that is life. My point is everything is okay. Everything, like, I'm just saying, like, whatever works for you, works for you.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, but I say this because ladies have been getting a lot of flack for preferring a particular type of man. There's conferences happening online every single day about women that have made it, giving advice to young girls not to settle for less, not to do this and that.
But is it a question of settling for less for themselves, or they're settling for less for what comes about from that positive, you know, affection?
I mean,
whoever they directed to.
People want trips to the Bahamas. People want to
then just work for it. Just work for your trip to Bahamas.
But why do we have to attack these girls that want this thing?
No, if they want to go to Bahamas, work for the trip to Bahamas and go.
My problem is
why are you pressuring someone to Bahamas? And you can't even Naivasha yourself.
If you want to go to Bahamas, you go to Bahamas. That's how you do it, man.
So, Basi, let's hear from you. You've been silent.
You want to go to Bahamas?
I want to go to the Bahamas.
Everyone wants to go to the Bahamas. That's the soft life.
Yeah, but is it so bad if I want a man
Is it
that
a
will
you thing
give me
or
the
should
soft
someone
life?
provide for your, you know?
It is a me thing.
It's a you
honey.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this. Yeah, I'm just about the question. Honestly, there are people who want people with money, someone.
Let's not condemn them.
We're
not condemning them.
There are people who prefer people who are taller than them in gym. Do not condemn me.
Yes, you prefer what you prefer.
Preference.
Yeah.
Ni preference. So if kama unaona mtu and you think okay fine we could do with your startup business and we'll grow together. So that's it.
You choose what you choose.
Yeah, you choose what you choose.
And no one should give you any stress.
Yeah.
Today I was having a conversation with someone and they told me that they have never taken whoever they were dating for Valentines. Like, you know, dates and I don't know, take a trip or buy them flowers. Is Valentine's a question of choice? Or because it's the day that we chose to celebrate love, that now if you're dating you have to do the thing. You have to come through. This is for the guys.
You have to do that.
Why not?
You have to do the thing.
If it finds you in a relationship, then
You have to?
You have
Why?
What's
Why
the reason
not?
for you not to?
Why not?
Why are you doing that?
you have to.
Why not, bro?
Saint Valentine's.
Yeah.
You had the whole year. Why Valentine's?
I mean,
Why?
hey, and you love this human being. I mean, why
You
put-
had the
Can you
whole
do that
why
on the
put
364
15th?
days.
Can you do that on the 15th?
Yeah, if there is
Of
reason,
August.
if there is no, not a
Must a day be
It has
the
to be.
reason why you do
Hey.
something nice for someone just to do it?
It mustn't be the reason
They say
why.
make every day a Valentine's.
Okay.
No.
That's so unrealistic.
Here's the
You know,
thing. Here's the
it's so
thing.
unrealistic.
Here's the thing. Just the same way there is Monday in a week, you know, in a week duration. Monday, you know, it jumpstarts your whole week in terms of profession. Now I feel like in terms of love, the Valentine's.
14th is what that's your last.
It's not like but rather it is a culmination of
You guys
what-
don't have an anniversary?
It's not about your anniversary. I'm talking about it's global. It's a global celebration.
Explain to me like
It's
a 4-year-old.
it's only valid that you make it beautiful for the person, for your better half, for your significant other.
In the sense
Not that it's a must.
in the sense of celebrate in the spirit
In the
of
spirit of
celebrate.
exactly.
Bruh,
Christmas.
in Christians will celebrate
Christmas
Christmas
on Christmas.
And it's not that they are not Christians.
So
the rest of the
lovers-
year,
lovers
but you're
will do the same on
celebrating that
Valentine's.
day because it has, it's a day of celebration
Yeah.
for that particular institution, innit?
It is.
Yeah.
So for the men on the set, you have to take your person out for,
Not take them out.
or just treat them, do something
Something
Valentine-ish.
special.
make it.
Let it not
Valentine.
be. Let it not
Just
be.
make it
15th of August. Let it not be a regular day, 15th of August.
At least
do
let it be
something special.
let it be distinct. If this 14, let it be distinct from 13th and 15th. You get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let it be distinct.
So-
Let it be different.
Okay.
But today we lakini
Kama jana tulikuwa tu tumekaa tu kwa nyumba tunakula tu ugali, just engaging in coitus and talk. Today, let me provide flowers today. Let me offer to cook. If that's the listen again, let me offer to cook. Let me make it. Let me offer let me candlelit the whole room. As compared to how I did it, like how it was yesterday.
Good, okay.
Are you saying things that you do for the rest of the world?
Do you do this?
She knows.
She'll comment.
Okay.
Please comment. I think.
But what I'm saying is that yani,
Huyo she. Yeah, too. She is proud.
She knows it.
she's proud. They are proud. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that let it be at least indifferent, a bit different from like how your other 365 days are. Yet.
Why are you not asking ladies?
Yes. Do you want to be taken out on Valentine's? Or
Who
do you want
cares
to
for the
take someone
opinion
out?
of ladies?
No, but thank you for giving me the options.
First one is
No, you don't want.
I think okay. I told my
But even indoors, it can be romantic.
what?
Must it be being taken out?
it can be indoors.
Yeah.
You can leave me alone. But that's like really. No, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to, but not Valentine's. Don't do it on Valentine's.
And I'm not asking this in
Cliche.
a combative way,
Yeah.
but as a form of understanding.
Yeah.
Why do you find the act of doing something special on Valentine's to either be cringe-worthy or uncomfortable for you?
I think it's because people overdo it, and it seems like it's a competition. Who loves who the most?
It's a
Ties
valid
into my
point.
next question.
Yeah, so you don't really have to show me you feel things for me, or you care about me by doing something special on Valentine's. I mean, you had the whole year to do something.
Just a follow-up to that. In the event that you're with this guy and every other day he's continually showing you how special you are to him, right? And it must be nice.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
So come Valentine's Day and his intentions are not to outdo a fellow brother, and he's genuinely doing what he does for
Every
you
day.
every other day,
That's
and or he goes over and above. Also for you it's just
Maintain.
I'm getting the
Don't,
sense that
like,
for you it's
the thing
Valentine's
is,
every other
I
day.
wouldn't want anyone to feel pressured to do something nice for me because it's Valentine's. Next
Okay.
day is my birthday, you'll still have to do something else. I mean, you know, nakurumia. You say people have love languages. I mean, okay, you guys know each other, you know each other's love languages. If the love language is quality time or the others. Yeah, those
A
other
couple more.
Yeah, a couple more. Yeah, do it. Just do it.
Yeah, do the quality
Yeah,
time.
but don't have to get people gifts
So
because it's Valentine's.
So what you said, and I'm really hoping that other people resonate with what you said.
Yeah.
Because my next question is, and probably my final question, do you think the society has put pressure on men that are willing to show their affection during Valentine's to go above and beyond? We'll have pictures on the internet of people showing, girls showing an entire garden of roses that they've been bought for, or they got a helicopter ride. Does that put pressure on you other guys to try and perform the same way in your private lives, hence making Valentine's a very unpleasant situation?
That's a very valid point, and I have to agree.
Uh-huh.
I have to agree. My personal opinion is, when you see someone do that, you're like, wow, man, it would have been nice if I could do that. You know, now it takes a little bit more work for you to accept that maybe you really can't. You know, not maybe, you certainly can't. Helicopter shit.
Not
It's
now.
true, it's
Not yet, bro. You know, I'm in my early 20s, and Uhuru is not my father. You know,
you 2 billion party.
that would be such a good tag for the video. I'm in my early 20s and Uhuru is not my father. Valentine's Day edition. Yeah. So I think it puts a certain amount of pressure, at least, on someone who's in a relationship and they have to do something special for their girl.
I feel like the pressure is validated when you had the power, the might to do that, but you just had to be mediocre thing. That's when the pressure comes in, which is the pressure at that point is so validated. Yes, character, you could have done better,
But you're not doing
but you're not
it.
doing it. That's when the pressure is like validated. Otherwise, if you can't, I don't see any point for having pressure. But
Yeah, and when you did your best.
if you did your best, so happy.
But why can't women also do that for men?
I wonder, bro.
Let me know.
So that's a good question.
You've introduced women, yeah? Why can't they now show you love and affection in such a grand manner?
Yeah.
And this pressure that I was talking about is not just from the society, it's from the people that you're dating. We tend to want things that other people have, yeah? Maybe we might not know it, but we sort of start projecting, oh, I want this shoe, I want that looks really nice. And then you see that, and they're like, oh, my babe wants this. Do you feel like that pressure also comes from the people that you're dating? And Mokami, maybe you could answer the question that was posed by Michelle. Can women show such grandeur?
Michelle's question was actually, why don't?
Why don't women? Yeah, why don't women?
Why don't women? I
Show
think
such.
it's because society has made women and men think that men are the ones who are supposed to have these grand gestures for their significant others on Valentine's. But I think if you can do it as a lady, you should.
Yeah.
I will.
that man
It's a
some
question.
love.
It's a question of if.
Yeah, ability.
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 Yeah.
Because the same applies to a gentleman.
No, my G. I feel like those gestures they come in very many forms. Just like for the same way as a man, if you have the capability to show a grand gesture, do it. Even if not, those minimal things. Yeah, those minimal things you do, even if it's at home and stuff like that, do it. Even for the women. I mean, there's so many subtle ways to get to a man.
Love.
Yeah.
So for you, it's not a.
It's not a question of
something.
There's
There's something
always
you
something
can
to
do.
do.
There's something you can
I mean,
do.
I was
You
just,
know, just
I was-
attract men and just
Yeah, and please don't serve pudesh. Like that's like don't.
Oh,
and socks.
Pradesh.
Yeah, pudesh and socks and a belt. Yeah, imagine just be
You're tired of socks and ties.
Tumejaza suitcase na socks, man.
Yeah, pudesh is not a gift.
It is not.
It's not a gift.
Yeah.
Oh, you want?
I'm waiting for the right time to.
To interject.
Yes.
I'm giving you this moment.
Okay, do it. Finish. No, I was asking if it's a question of if. Nana, is it a question of if?
Oh,
Okay, let's have some order. Mokami, finish your thoughts.
But yeah,
That he hijacked.
not necessarily an if, but do you?
It is
If you're
for me,
able,
it is
if a chick
someone
is
can
able,
do it.
a chick.
do it.
Not just for the ladies, even for the guys. Unaweza pata hii Valentine, someone was fired kama last year when kulikuwa na COVID. Let's imagine if Valentine's was somewhere in August and people had been laid off. If I was dating someone who had been laid off, I wouldn't expect them to do something on Valentine's if Valentine's was
Nyoshe
August.
hata, please. Guy, I mean, there's so many things you can do.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you can't, finances are tight. You don't expect to go on a helicopter ride to where or go to a restaurant. A nice home cooked dinner meal is
Something
enough.
special.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah, you guys are.
We are in agreement.
I mean, I was just posing that
We are in
question.
agreement. There's nothing wrong with agreement.
Sawa basi.
I was just
Kevin.
posing that question. In case it will before we go through. I was just posing that question. Let it be known that I was just posing that question so that mupe your girlfriend's pressure.
Huyu tumemunga.
Alafu mwachane nikuje.
Okay, so
Can I say something tiny?
Yeah.
Biblically speaking, it is the prerogative of men to love their women and for women to respect their husbands. So a man is advised, like I think it's in Chronicles. Second Chronicles.
Second Chronicles,
Yeah, it is in the sense
Somewhere
that
there.
yeah, it's a man's duty is to love his wife like he loves his own body. You don't you take care of your own. So he's just like a sidebar. Quick steps. Like a sidebar is if you're with a guy who can't take care of himself.
They
Bruh.
won't
He won't take care of you.
Who take care of you?
Everyone.
You know,
Facts on
that's
facts.
on facts. So a guy is your duty is to love your wife, and then a wife's duty is to respect your husband. But
Yeah.
it works both ways. If a guy is not loving his wife, then there's no way the wife will respect you.
It's like relationship.
See, y'all are not ready for this conversation. Let's first finish up on Valentine's. We'll pick that particular verse discussion later.
What's the question? What's the question?
The question is, wame jambo la.
Yeah.
The
Do you
question-
think there's a pressure on men to outperform themselves, and should women be pressured just similarly to give such grandeur gestures to
Social
their
media.
men?
Social media.
Social media ruins it, by the way.
It ruins it.
Ruins everything. Otherwise, if you are eating your own kapapo,
Kakukon.
like ungefanya mi nakuja tu hapo like I do something small, you're like, oh my god.
Oh.
But then once you see what your sister has done or
yeah.
has been done for, that's when now they're like,
It hits home.
You did do it.
kumbe-
Underperforming.
exactly.
The economic value of what you did does not match up
Yes.
to
What
That
I was
point.
looking at.
Yeah, so it's all about just it coming from the heart, like just
Yeah, that's
like I said, just make it different from normal days.
Authenticity.
Yeah, and be with people who like you, bro.
Exactly.
Imagine for a guy, especially, be with someone who likes you. Because if you're with someone who doesn't, like,
They won't appreciate the small
Bro,
efforts.
they'll be like, first of all, what you did
it's nothing.
is not enough.
Imagine Makiana's boyfriend has done this and that. and that.
So, okay, I think we get the point. Now we are concluding. I think everyone has communicated that they're willing to go the extra mile to make sure that your Valentine's is wonderful, but don't put the pressure on them. So I will take it to Steve to start the round of final comments and conclusions.
I think what I can say in matters love, just do you and love yours in the best way you know possible.
I'm sorry.
So just basically do you, love yours and do you.
Okay.
Love yours.
Love yours.
Love yours. I love that. Kami.
Valentine's is just one day. Every day can be Valentine's. It's impossible, but if every day is good enough with someone, then Valentine's shouldn't really be a big deal.
Yeah. Sure.
CTRL-C. CTRL.
V.
Up top.
Copy paste. Okay. Mama,
But still, yeah, just if it really has to come to Valentine's, just the notion of Valentine's should be like make it different from it's a bit different, just and it should be from
Authentic.
The bottom of the heart.
The bottom of your heart. You get, and it shouldn't just come from one side. That it's tradition that it should come from this side. You're just the receiver. No,
Two-way traffic.
no. It should be two-way traffic, and that they're in the 21st.
Century.
The first century. Yeah.
La la la. Cool.
So it should come from both sides, man. And just let it be. Just if you love that person, you utterly kupeleka kibanda on that day.
Kibanda ski.
It
It will feel
Special.
one man.
Wagwan fidi boy. This
In it,
this
fam.
noise.
Yeah.
Kind of love it.
Karanja.
I think it's important. First of all, being in a relationship is fun. It doesn't have to be difficult. I differ from the notion that love is a ball of mess. You know, I personally relationships. I'm in a relationship and I love it here. You know,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah, so relationships are fun. So with everything you do, it ought to make your life easier. This person you're with, that relationship you have with this person ought to be the place, one of those places you go to when you want to unwind. You know, already life is stressful. You know, let this relationship not be stressful as well. Let not one day
define.
In fact, don't be stressed in this thing. Aim for happiness.
Umetoka kupigana na demons unakuja kupigana na demons zingine huko.
You know, like aim for happiness with this person.
Yeah.
That's my point. Aim for happiness with this person. Endeavor to be happy, make them happy. Also, if you're with a person who's not looking to make you happy, then I got news for you. You're probably with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? See, just move, nigga.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, move, my nigga. Move. There's something for everyone.
I can get another you by tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you very much, Karanja Michelle.
Sure, I don't have things to say about Valentines and love. Except the word love. Yeah, so do you? If you want to sit at home and watch horror movies and eat popcorns, it's nice.
It's okay.
Yeah. Don't feel pressured. Do you?
Emphasis on the horror movies.
What like it?
Kwanza kwa horror ninakwamba
Horrendous.
Thank you so much. You're done. So
Yeah, do you? Do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, sometimes it's important to do you, right?
If you do you, I do me.
Step on that dance floor.
Asante sana. Thank you so much for being with this crazy bunch today. We had an amazing time shooting this and we hope that it will translate to you guys watching it. Thank you for going with us along the ride. Remember that, yeah, what these ideal people say, that love is a choice and you have to keep going with it. You have to compromise. Msipati have to stress juu ya Valentines. The girls out there, tafadhali acheni kununua tai na socks na shati.
Na kupeana pudesh.
Iyo. What he said. Focus on making the day special for the person that you love. It's not about a helicopter or an entire rose garden or a trip to wherever, or I don't know, an expensive pair of shoes. Do what you can and love each other. Please subscribe, like,
and share
and leave a comment down below. It's been the Social Circle and stay beautiful.
Down below.
Stay beautiful.
Show them the die.
We have to remember time, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, today we have a conversation.
I have pukes.
Thank you.
What a
Considering this time.
Well,
Share.